Grand Rising, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is the third morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Everyone, please come in giving this video a like and a share. Very important to keep those likes up, people. Okay, so don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur. You can also follow the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur fan page, and you can find me on Twitter at DGoddess27. Okay, so let's get into it. So a Capitol police officer says that Mike Pence is trying to save his ass after the ex-VP said he couldn't have overturned the 2020 election results. So U.S. Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn on Saturday excoriated Mike Pence in a tweet, saying that the former VP was trying to save his own ass, and recent comments that represented a rare break from former President Donald Trump. Now, an insider previously reported Pence in a speech Friday saying that he told supporters Trump was wrong and saying that he could have overturned Biden's win if he had wanted. They say this week, our former president said, "I had the right to overturn the election. President Trump is wrong," says Mike Pence. "I had no right to overturn the election." And he rebuked the former president. Now, they say the presidency belongs to the American people and the American people alone, Pence added during his remarks, which were delivered to the Federalist Society. And he went on to say, "Frankly, there is no idea more un-American than the notion that any one person could choose the American president." Yeah, he's right. I'm sorry, but they leave that job up to the Electoral College. The rest of us just get the illusion of inclusion. It's not a presidential election as much so as it is a presidential selection. But let me continue. Now, Dunn, who worked as an officer at the Capitol during the January 6, 2020 riot, criticized Pence's remarks in a tweet Saturday. He said, "Pence suggested that we need to move on from J6 months ago. It's not heroic or a shift in moral compass with his latest statements. He simply is trying to save his own ass. Only now is he saying this after two members of his staff testified and the archives are releasing his documents." Now, the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th riot, I prefer to call it an insurrection, but that's just me. They say they're investigating the riot, which was led by Trump supporters who believe that they believe the lie that the former president had won the 2020 election. Now, that has narrowed in on the former vice president. The panel recently interviewed his ex-aides, including his former chief of staff, Mark Short, and his former national security advisor, Keith Kellogg. They say everybody obviously wants to hear from Vice President Pence about his experience, but the former president of the United States is not the first person you call in as a witness. We have tried to fill in as much detail as possible from getting to a lot of the major witnesses. This is what Representative Jamie Raskin, a Maryland Democrat, said. Now, prior to his comments on Friday, Pence, who was inside the Capitol during the riot to oversee the certification of Biden's win, had appeared to attempt to downplay its significance, saying, "I'm not going to allow the Democrats or the national media to use one tragic day in January to demean the intentions of 74 million people who stood with us in our cause." This is what Pence said last year. He says, "And I'm not going to allow the Democrats to use one tragic moment on the day in January to distract attention from their failed agenda. From their failed agenda and the failed policies of the Biden administration. We're going to focus on the future." Now, Dunn has been outspoken about the January 6th riot in the year since. As Insider previously reported, they say including his being called a racial slur by rioters. They called him a racial slur? Wow, so nefarious. Of course, we're not surprised. I mean, they are MAGA, right? So anyway, more than 760 people have been charged due to their involvement in the riot, according to Insider's database. Yeah, these people have been charged. But what they haven't been is labeled as domestic terrorists who tried to overthrow their own government because they were upset about election results. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to tell you like this. That is the least of Mike Pence's worry. Okay. Because clearly he has someone else who is gunning for him. And it sounds like they mean business. So hold on while I let you hear from this person. Everyone, please get those likes up. Please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. But listen and watch as this person, I call them the Prince of Coons, gives Mike Pence that work and the business. Here we go.
Somebody send this video to Mike Pence. Mike Pence, shut up. Just shut up, Mike Pence. We are sick and tired of hearing you throw President Trump under the bus. First of all, Mike, he never asked you, he never told you to overturn the election. All President Trump asked for was straight up fairness, straight up transparency, Mike Pence. Who is paying you to stab President Trump in the back? You talking about, oh, President Trump is wrong. No, you wrong for stabbing him in the back. You wrong for stabbing the American people in the back. We supported you, Mike Pence, but guess what? Your political career is over. It's done with. Over. You have no political career anymore. You will never be the president of the United States of America, Mike Pence. Okay, I would not vote for you if somebody put a gun up to my head. I would not vote for you if my life depended on it, Mike Pence. You can't be trusted. We can't trust you. We can't get down with you. And so we will never vote for you, Mike Pence. So if you think this is going to get you in the White House, you got another thing coming, buddy boy. President Trump never told you to overturn the election. Who is paying you, Mike Pence? How much you making? Somebody got to be paying you. Either somebody paying you or you have been part of the swamp the whole time. And that's what I'm starting to think. Because before January the 6th, you agreed with all of us when it came to the Democrats cheating. But all of a sudden, you changed your mind. All of a sudden, you don't believe they are cheating. Boy, bye. I can't get down with you, Mike Pence. I used to call you Uncle Mike. You ain't my Uncle Mike.
Well, I'll say this. He certainly is hostile, is he not? And there's nothing, in my opinion, more annoying or frightening than an angry coon. Oh, did he go in or did he go in? Okay. I mean, with that rant and tirade, clearly, Trump has given him 3 plates of biscuits, okay? Dripping in butter and hot maple syrup. Oh, he was going in, honey. So with that all being said, Mike Pence, you better watch your back. Now, you done pissed off the top coon. That's what you better do. You better sleep with one eye open, honey, because he clearly is gunning for you. Okay? Anyway, with that all being said, oh, I am so through. I am absolutely through. Okay? Mike Pence might want to try to reach out to that young man and send him an apology or something, honey, because he is clearly just as angry as those insurrectionists, no less. Anyway, that's the news for now. Everyone, please like and share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur. You can also follow the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur fan page and check me out on Twitter at DGoddess27. Peace.